tell you, the coffee tastes way better out of the Paul Begley Prophecy brand new cup and style. It's just beautiful. Jesus, are you serious? Jesus saves. It's just wonderful. But anyway, let me just say something right now. We are in prayer. There is major breaking news about this storm that I'm going to share with you in just a moment, because I think I've never seen anything like this. And Mike around the world predicted this. This is really scary, but I'm going to tell you all about it. First, let me just put a real fast shot, if I could, for www.pastorpaulgold.com. That's www.pastorpaulgold.com. If you're over 40 and you're planning to retire someday, the window to protect what you've built may be smaller than you realize. Here's a question most people never ask. Is your portfolio built for what's coming next? Many investors in their 40s and 50s discover that they have little to no exposure to precious metals. That means their savings are largely tied to markets and policies and paper assets with very little protection of the conditions if they change, and they will. As retirement moves from someday to on the horizon, protecting what you've already built becomes just as important as growing it. That's where Noble Gold Investment comes in. Let me just tell you right now, gold is a biblical currency. Silver just went over $100 an ounce. Gold is at record prices, and it's not going to stop. There's right now, folks, there's no pressure. If you just click on that link below the video, no pressure, no sales gimmicks. I mean, just clear answers and help you build a strategy that meet your goals. Do this now. Go to www.pastorpaulgold.com. You'll be glad that you did. Amen. Well, real fast, the beast cometh. The webinar starts at 6 o'clock. You got only 4 hours. So you've got time. You got 4 hours if you want to be in on the initial start. You got all night to buy this ticket, or you got all day tomorrow, or you can do it on Sunday, or you can do it whenever you get paid. Whatever works for you, you can get the ticket for this webinar. But I tell you right now, that's an incredible push by folks to get their ticket, so that when we release it, we're going to release you in an email to you, your link at 6 p.m. Eastern. But a little bit later in this video, I'm going to show you a way to quickly access it on the tutorials, okay, when you purchase. We're going to actually show you how to do that on your computer. It's a self-way for help you, okay? But first, let's deal with this storm. It's a storm of biblical proportion. And I should have printed this, and maybe I should right now. Give me a moment. But, yeah, give me a moment here. I want to be able to. I have a complete update on the storm as it is now and where it is going. And this is really, really insanity. But we definitely are under a major winter storm as of January 23, today, 2026. Oh, by the way, it's my son Brock Begley's birthday. Brock is now 42. And soon he's going to be producing all of my shows during the day and doing a lot of help and research for me, as he is, because his role for the last 3 years, he and his wife and one of my granddaughters, their role was to give 24 hours of a day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, for 3 solid years, taking care of my mom, my dad, and Heidi's uncle. This was a monumental task. They accomplished it after 3 years, and now we've given them a little break after that, and you can understand that. But then Brock is going to be stepping up and working with me every day back here. You remember when he used to do that all the time? He was great at it. We're bringing him back. Okay, thank God, and he's happy about that as well. All right, now let's talk about the storm, because that's what it is. It's a storm of the century. It is biblical proportion. This major winter storm beginning today, with impacts already being reported across the United States. It's this active winter storm. There's going to be some light snow at first right now and some rain. It's already started in parts of south central United States, mostly in Texas, with the storm system organizing and intensifying, expected to produce significant snow, ice, and blizzard conditions, whiteouts, and extreme bitter cold. This is a storm that will rock the nation. This storm, warnings are being issued across 2,000 miles of the United States. It's an ice storm. Warnings are out. It's going to affect the western and north-south portions really bad in North and South Carolina. It's going to be heavy ice falling in eastern Tennessee, in the Knoxville, Tennessee area, with significant ice accumulation of a ½ inch to 1 inch of ice. That's insane. Power outages are expected, especially eastern Tennessee and North and South Carolina. The storm is expected to hit the East Coast later this weekend, with up to a foot of snow or more possible in Virginia and in North Carolina. An extreme cold stretching into the deep south. Now, we just got done talking to we got an email back from my granddaughter, Lexi, who sings on my albums. She's in West Lafayette, Indiana right now, and because she goes to school at Purdue University. She just said that it's 4 degrees in West Lafayette with a wind chill of 17 below, and that's now in the daytime. The night is coming. It's going to be crazy in Wisconsin. It's going to be bitter cold in Michigan, northern Illinois, Ohio, as the cold comes in. But then that stretch of ice from just about Dallas, Texas, right across Oklahoma, into Arkansas, Missouri. It's going to be in the northern part of Louisiana. It's going to affect the folks for sure in Mississippi. It's going to work its way through Arkansas. Look out, Little Rock. Oh no, Oklahoma City, get ready. This thing is coming, okay? And it's you can't stop it. Cold, snow, ice, wind, frigid temperatures making their way down on top of that. And as it goes through Oklahoma City, as it goes through Tulsa, Oklahoma, as it makes its way into areas, like I said, Birmingham, Alabama, you're going to experience it. You're going to experience it across Tennessee. You're going to feel this in the higher state of Arkansas, Missouri. You're going to be under this watch and warning. It may be, how didn't you say that? Somewhere it's going to be a foot of snow. A foot of snow they're expecting in Cincinnati, Ohio. A foot of snow in Cincinnati. In Pennsylvania, not today, but by tomorrow, Cincinnati is going to be under a ton of snow. And as it works its way, West Virginia, you're going to experience ice and heavy snow. And the power lines are going to be in trouble. Eastern Tennessee, Eastern Kentucky, West Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina. Literally, the ice storm will be of biblical proportion. And as it makes its way, guys, through that part of the country, Illinois, Southern Illinois, Louisville, you may get a foot of snow. Louisville and Cincinnati, I mean, one of you might get 10 inches, one might get 12 inches, 14 inches. Insane. And the wind blowing, creating whiteout conditions on I-65 from Indianapolis to Louisville. I wouldn't go there. I-70 from Indianapolis over to Columbus, Ohio. I wouldn't go there. I wouldn't get on 44 in Oklahoma. I wouldn't get on 27 over near Amarillo, Texas. It's on its way, guys, and you can't stop it. And as it makes its way, we need to be safe. We need to decide where we're going to be, where we're going to be staying, look, also, I'm going to add some more to it. Cities including Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, New York City, you could see over a foot of snow. That's insanity. Washington, D.C. and a foot of snow. Philadelphia, New York City, a foot of snow. Significant icing is likely in, like I said, the North and South Carolinas, Eastern Tennessee, West Virginia, Eastern Kentucky, as I said, Tennessee, northern Georgia, northern Alabama, parts of Mississippi, Missouri, you're going to get hit hard. Arkansas is going to be buried. And then, of course, Oklahoma. So right now, it's in Texas. Texas is where it all starts, and it's going to make its way. It is insanity. And while this is all going on, guys, incredible. This is biblical. Today is Friday, and all day tomorrow, and all day Sunday, and into Monday. We're going to see conditions that we've never seen before. And this is a storm like we've never seen before. But if you guys remember, Mike from Around the World, several times on and that's why you should watch our Thursday night broadcast that goes live every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. When I'm there, I'm giving you all the updates of all the current events going on around the world. And Mike from Around the World comes on and gives us some of the intel that he's privy to. And he's been telling us last summer that this winter, he said, you're going to see storms that are going to take over the entire country, even from the West Coast to the East Coast. Well, and this one isn't all the way across the country, but but this is huge. This is 2,000 miles wide and 1,500 miles high, and with everything in it: bitter cold, high winds, sleet, frigid rain and sleet, and massive ice, and huge amounts of snow, and whiteout conditions, and frigid, bitter, frigid weather that's going to be is not fit for man or beast. I'm sorry, Bobo. Not fit for man or beast. And so this is going to be, and so pray. And you know what? If there's homeless people in your community, they need to find a shelter, okay? They need to find a place of refuge, especially in these northern cities, for help, okay? Southern Illinois, Springfield, Illinois. All of this is going to be buried in this incredible storm. And so we're praying here. This is sort of like, we're going to be like your center for impact and understanding and up-to-date information. I'm here at the desk. I'm not leaving. Matter of fact, I'm going to stay right with you. We have one of the things you could do is, if you want to get the webinar, be a great time to do that. A lot of you are going to be snowed in. You're not all going to lose power, okay? But we got to put that warning out there that it will affect some parts of like Eastern Tennessee, Eastern Kentucky, West Virginia, and the Carolinas. Those areas, because of the mountain range, and all of their wires have to be above ground. Obviously, you putting a half inch of ice or an inch of ice on that is not good, okay? And so, but most of you, and even you that are in that situation, that doesn't mean you're going to lose your power, okay? If you're up in Middle Tennessee right now, Michelle, yeah, I don't think you are, but people are everywhere. Now, let me say this. You're probably going to be staying in, folks, all over this country. You might as well be watching this webinar. You might as well do it. It's a good time. Get some coffee, get some popcorn. The name of the webinar is The Beast Cometh. The Beast Cometh. We know in the book of Revelation what that means. That is a new world order that's going to a world dominant governance with an antichrist in charge of the entire world, with a false prophet who will be trying to bring about a one world religion, one world government. And this beast kingdom will also have a one world currency and a one world system that manages. And it's more than just managing the system of one world currency. It's managing surveillance upon the people. And AI is advancing at unbelievable speed. Also, disclosure. We did have Stan Dale bring out about disclosure in this webinar, okay? Incredible information in this. Plus, I went back into the past, and from all the way back 36, 40 years ago, and Jack Van Impe predicting what he was predicting then is happening now. Russ Dizdar was predicting super soldiers, beast demons that would be technologically and demonically charged. I mean, I went back 7 years ago, 8 years ago, and I play an interview that I did with Russ Dizdar. Incredible. All of this stuff, guys, is leading us to the end times, okay? It's the end times. So get your ticket. Simply go to paulbegleyprophecy.com. Click on the link below the video. Go to paulbegleyprophecy.com. Go there right now. Click it. Get your ticket. It's easy. Matter of fact, we're going to show you a tutorial that may help you understand exactly how to do this. There's different ways. You can call the phone at 765-414-2230, and you can order your ticket over the phone. And at 6 o'clock tonight, we're going to email you with your link, and you're in. That's one way to do it. Another way is go there and click right on the white button that's right in the middle of the screen, okay? But there's other avenues here, and I'm going to let's see if we can go there, okay? There's the beast kingdom. There it is. The beast cometh. Reason there's two beasts there is because one's the Antichrist, one to be the false prophet, okay? And they operate in tandem, and they have power to call fire down from heaven. They're going to consume Christianity and try to destroy it. They're going to try to destroy Israel as a nation and Jerusalem. They're going to try to control the people with every bit of technology and demonic entities they can. So how can you? So besides clicking on that white button there, which is you can click it and order your ticket, and it will get emailed to you. You could also log in to Paul Begley Prophecy. Okay, and let me just let's just listen, okay, because the tutorial is incredible, and maybe will help a lot of you. Here we go.
We're going to go over today how to access your webinar through your computer or your mobile device. We're going to go over the computer first. So you would want to go to paulbegleyprophecy.com or paulbegleyprophecy.org. They both take you to the same web page. Once you get there, you want to look for the red banner and the word login at the top right-hand corner where the yellow arrow is pointing to. If you cannot see the word login or cart, there are 3 vertical dots at the top right of your browser. Click on those and then zoom in, like down, make the numbers down, to make your letters a little bit smaller so that everything will fit in there. And then you should be able to see login or cart. Once you click login, you'll get a pop-up window, a little white one. So at this point, if you did not create an account, under the gray sign-in box, you'll see the words create account. Click on that and you can create an account there. If you already created an account but you forgot your password, click on forgot password right beside create account, and that'll send you a reset link to your email so that you can change your password. Please know that our passwords on our account here are case sensitive. So if you created a password with all lowercase letters and then you go to sign in and the first letter changes from your keyboard to an uppercase letter automatically, it will say that it's not correct because it's not. It all has to be the same as if when you created that password. That's also applicable to your email address as well. So if you put in your email address as all lowercase, make sure it's all lowercase. When you put your password in, you click in on the sign in button. Then you're going to be brought to an information page on the webinar. So what you want to do is you want to scroll all the way down and then you want to click add to cart. Next, you want to scroll up to so that you can view the red banner, and you want to look for the word cart, and it should have a number in parentheses. Click on that. Now you're in your cart and you want to click on checkout. Next, you'll get a screen that has more options to pay for your webinar. Then that would bring you to a screen here that you can put in a credit card number. You can use Google Pay, Klarna, PayPal, and then you want to put in your billing address that is required. And then after you're finished doing that, go ahead and click the continue button down at the bottom. Then you're going to come to the final screen that's going to review your purchase. And if you check your information and everything looks correct, you can go ahead and click on purchase to finalize the purchase. Once you finalize your purchase, you'll get receipt, an order summary. And so you'll see your order number, you'll see the webinar, and then you'll see a download item button there. Go ahead and click on that. Once you click on the download item, it will actually turn that into a PDF, which has a clickable link on it. Now, this is an example. This isn't the actual link for the webinar, but this is what it's going to kind of look like. It'll say, clicking here on this link, you can click on the link below, and then that one will take you directly to the webinar page. Now, if you happen to get an error or a page that looks like this, once you click on your webinar link, it says we can't find the page you're looking for, don't worry, because that just means that the webinar link is not active yet. You didn't do anything wrong. You have the correct link. It's just we don't launch or activate the webinar link until the launch day of the webinar around 6 p.m. Eastern. So around that time on webinar launch day, go ahead and use that link again, and it'll take you right to the page, and your webinar should be active on there.
Yeah. So as we're saying, the webinar starts tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern. So go ahead and get your ticket. And if you want to log in and set up a login system like she's doing, so that each time you come, you can get other things. You can get Kevin Wilson's music or my music, or maybe you want to go back and get 1 or 2 or 3 of the older webinars in the past. You can set up a system like this, and then you can go in there and shop anytime you want. Okay. But on this specific webinar, it's not 6 o'clock yet. Okay, so it doesn't come active till 6 o'clock. But once 6 o'clock gets here, you'll be able to click on that link, and the webinar will release, and you will get the entire webinar, okay? And then you can, of course, get access to that webinar anytime you want from now on, okay? And you can watch it as many times as you want, or you can just watch one speaker and 10 times straight. Or you don't have to follow the order. You can jump around in different order. I put them in an order each time based on what I think a nice flow for you. But you can jump straight to Mike from around the world, or you can jump straight to John, the AI guy, or you can go to Bart Begley's documentary, which is pretty cool. You can click on anyone you want, but Stan Deyo, you better have him where you better, because Stan Deyo and Agent X will blow your mind. All of them will blow your mind. And especially John, the AI guy, because he actually does a demonstration of AI. But this will be powerful. Let's go back to the tutorial and understand more about what else you can do.
Now, this is an example of what the webinar looks like on the webinar page when you click the link. So you'll see the title of the webinar, and then you'll see different, below that, you'll see different pictures, or you'll see a little triangle, like a play button for a video. You'll see anywhere between 7 to 12 or more pictures down there. That is your webinar segments. So when you click on each of those segments, they'll play individually. And what's really cool is you don't have to watch them in order. You can jump around to whichever ones that you're more interested in watching first. And then once you have this webinar, you can access it at any time. Once it's active, you can access it anytime on demand. You can watch it, rewatch it, rewind it, and you can watch it indefinitely because you now own it. Okay, now we're going to go over how to access your webinar on your mobile device. So what you want to do is go to paulbegleyprophecy.com, and then once our webpage loads, then you want to you want to sign in first. We find that it's better to have an account and sign in. You'll have less difficulty accessing your webinar. So in order to sign in, In the red banner with the Paul Begley prophecy gold letters, you'll see on the right-hand side, there's 3 horizontal white lines. So you want to click on those to get to our menu. Once you click those, you'll see a menu. And if you look all the way down, you'll see the word account, or you'll see the word login. You need to click on that word. You'll see a pop-up come on your screen that prompts you to log in there. If you do not have an account already, there should be under the gray sign-in box, create account or forgot password will pop up there. If you forgot your password, you can send yourself a reset link. But if you know your password, you can go ahead and click the gray sign-in button. So if you had purchased recent or previous webinars, they'll most likely pop up in your digital products window here. But because we do not have this current webinar on here, we're just going to close that box there. Okay, so now we're back to the web page, and what you want to do is click the white button there that asks you to purchase the Beast Cometh webinar. Okay, and then for this one, it'll pop up an information sheet, or not a sheet, a page, an information page on that specific webinar. What you want to do is scroll all the way down and click Add to Cart.
We'll stop that just for a second and come back to that as she's helping you with the mobile device. But right now, we got some breaking news coming in as it relates to this storm. Now they're saying right now, dangerous. I repeat, dangerous road conditions are currently concentrated in the Northeast when the storm gets there, the Great Lakes and parts of the South, specifically Mississippi. So this storm now, as it's going through Texas and into Oklahoma, it's also making its way across, Louisiana, Mississippi. Mississippi, they're very concerned about right now due to Arctic cold and intense snow squalls and black ice with additional hazards. I-95 is going to be absolutely treacherous, with high-risk areas also included in Tennessee and areas with freezing rain, okay? The Northeast and the Great Lakes, intense lake effect snow is coming, with snow squalls are literally creating already near zero visibility and rapid, treacherous conditions. This is very key. It's coming. Mississippi in the South, a winter storm has already brought severe risk. Black ice is forming and frozen, slick surfaces is making driving very hazardous. In the Mid-Atlantic area on I-95, high traffic, fatality rates, especially with winter weather, make the I-95 corridor particularly dangerous, okay? In the Mid-Atlantic area, they know this is bad. And in Texas and the Mountain West, areas like I-80 and I-94 and routes in Wyoming are experiencing significant winter storm impacts, including freezing rain and snow. This storm is massive. This storm is huge. And in Florida, where I'm at, high traffic congestion, according to reports, dangerous conditions in cities will develop in Tampa and Jacksonville, Florida, on I-4 and I-95, and this will contribute to accident rates. It's not because of sleet. It's not because of ice. It's because of the black ice right up there, like in the Panhandle, very dangerous. And this is there's so much in traffic now. There's people who have been leaving the eastern Tennessee. They've been leaving parts of the Carolinas. They've been leaving Georgia, and they literally are driving down into Florida to spend a few days to let the storm pass. This has created a massive congestion now of traffic as people are trying to flee the storm. You can understand that. And so, and here's the problem: high winds causing dangerous conditions across the Great Plains and the Northeast is going to develop, and I want you guys to be ready for that. So, Jesus Saved Me said state already put out alerts to stay off the roads this weekend. And I don't know which state you're in, Jesus Saved Me, but you're exactly right. This is Crazy. Somebody in New England is saying that their ears are popping today. That's because of the barometric pressure. See, you have to understand, this storm is forming. Remember the atmospheric rivers that were flowing in up in the northwest, up there in Washington State and Oregon and Northern California, and was pouring water, tons of rain and rain and rain and rain. That's because the temperatures were warmer, and so it was rain. Although when it moved over into the higher elevations, like the Sierra Mountains, when it got over there in the higher elevations, and then snow began to fall, and in some of those passes, between Washington State and Idaho, it got really, really bad. This storm is not up there this time. This one's getting really, really developing in Texas. But it's not like it's a storm that just goes all the way across. As it is going to go across. But as it goes, it starts developing spontaneously ahead of it because of the frigid temperatures, because of the atmospheric water that's in this thing that's falling. And as it falls, it turns to freezing rain. It turns to sleet. It turns to black ice. It turns to actual ice that you can see a half-inch thick or higher. It turns into snow and dumps tons of it. Because this storm has so much water in it. This precipitation. No, that's not participation, precipitation. Some people are participation and anticipation for the precipitation that's going to fall. What? You know what I'm saying? It's getting bad out there. So I want you to be ready. I want you to prepare for it. I want you to understand it. Many states have already declared a state of emergency in advance of this. Listen, guys, the sun is still up right now, but as darkness sets in tonight, it's going to be treacherous out there. Please stay in. Prepare also the fact that you could lose power. I hope you have batteries. I hope you have flashlights. If you have a way to have if you have gas stoves, you might be able to open the oven, and you might be able to create some warmth. You may have to move into just one room where you could have enough warmth to stay warm because of the absolute frigid condition. Thank you, Scripture Reference is saying that 14 states have already declared a state of emergency. So I wanted to get this out to you as it's happening as we develop. Let's go back to the tutorial because this is really helpful for folks to learn, there's different ways. Let me just say this. I found out, and according to analytics, that 70% of my viewers of YouTube videos watch them on their phone now. 70% of you. So we're showing you now a good way to be able to access it and watch on your phone. You can watch this webinar on your phone. It's not a problem. You can sign in, create an account, and have access that way, or you can go straight and buy the ticket. Hit that white button right when you come to the paulbegleyprophecy.com or paulbegleyprophecy.org. Hit that white button and purchase your ticket, and you wait for 6 p.m. Eastern. 6 p.m. Eastern tonight, we will release your email. Will come to you with your personal link. I want you to get a hold of this. I want you to be ready for that, okay? Let's go back to this, though. I'm sorry. The weather is a critical situation. Plus, there's more news. I want you to understand that the possibility that the Iranian regime could fall also this weekend. I'll tell you more about that in a minute.
Many people get stuck at this point. They're not able to check out. So what you need to do after you add to your cart, go all the way back up to the top of your screen, and in the red banner, you'll see a number in parentheses. That's your cart, and that's going to allow you to continue to move forward. So go ahead and click that number in parentheses. Then you want to click checkout. Now here's where you're going to put in your credit card information or your payment information through PayPal or whatever. And then you want to put in your billing information. It's very important that your billing information that you put in there matches the same billing information on your credit card statement so that it's going to be able to move forward. If it doesn't match, you may not be able to move forward. So once you get all your billing information in there, you want to click the gray continue button. If you happen to see an error box, that means that something wasn't completed correctly. So just go back through, and if you see anything highlighted in red or the box is circled in red, just correct that area. Okay, and so this is the final review page for your purchase. If everything looks correct, go ahead and click purchase. So here, what you want to do is look for the word download item and go ahead and click on that. Once you downloaded the PDF, go ahead and click open, and that's where you're going to find your link. And this is sort of what you're going to see on the PDF. Now, this isn't the actual link for this webinar. It's just a tutorial example, but you'll see in blue, click this link here. And so you'd click that link there, and that'll take you right to your webinar. Okay, and this is an example of what a webinar page will look like when it's active. So you'll have the title of the webinar, and then you'll have multiple pictures or videos there, segments to be able to view. Each of them are the individual segments, but they are part of the webinar. What's nice about that is you do not have to watch them in order. You can watch them, for as long or as little as you'd like, and you could come back and restart them, and that is indefinite. You now own the webinar. Now, one thing we very highly recommend is that you add your webinar to your home page, because it makes it so much simpler to be able to access your webinar, because at this point you own the webinar. You're able to watch it on demand, watch it as many times as you want indefinitely. So in order to keep going back quickly, we suggest that you add it to your home screen. And in order to do that, typically on an Android phone, there are 3 vertical dots at the top right-hand corner. Click on that, and once you do that, you'll see a drop-down menu like this, and then look all the way near the bottom, and it says Add to Home Screen. Click on that, and then follow the prompts, and then that will be added to your home screen.
So yeah, again, through this process, it's pretty easy once you get going in it. It just kind of stair steps you through that, okay? And you're able to get yourself in and out. If you just want to hit the big white button that says purchase the email or the website, you just click that and purchase it. Follow the instructions. Pretty easy, and you'll get your link. It will be sent to you. And at 6 p.m. Eastern, they'll be sent out. Now, let's just say it's 6 p.m. and you get going, and you're like, I can't find my email. It might be in your spam, ma'am. They might have put it in the spam because they like to do that. So check your spam, see if your webinar link is there. If it's not there, you can't find an email of it, no problem. Go ahead and pick up the phone and call 765-414-2230. That's 765-414-2230. Say, look, I just couldn't find my link. It could be in your receipt. When you, I believe that what they do is they put your link in the receipt when you purchase it. It won't work until 6 p.m. Eastern tonight. Go ahead and get your ticket. You'll have your link, and you'll be ready to go on your receipt. Or at 6 p.m. Eastern, an email will come to you with your link, okay? And so it's easy peasy. Get it done now. Hurry, because we're only now 3 hours and 25 minutes away. And you really need to enjoy this. And I know right now there are thousands of you over the last few years who have had webinars and enjoy them. I'm telling you right now, once you get there and you start watching them, and you just enjoy it. It's so good, full of information. I highly recommend you get a notepad and some paper, get a Bible handy, get ready, because you're going to hear information and scriptures, and you're going to hear things that you'll be able to reference back into the Bible. It's a great teaching tool, and each speaker has a significant responsibility to get the information to you. We're coming at you. The beast kingdom in Revelation chapter 13. There's no doubt about it. It's coming. But so is Jesus. And that's the good part. So is Jesus. And we don't know the day or the hour. So we have to be prepared for anything that we may face before his return. We're already experiencing things that we thought we wouldn't have to, and we thought that Christ would have already come and raptured us. And some of the things that we thought wasn't our deal, we're finding out, yep, it is our deal. That's all right. God chose you to be part of this end time generation, the fig tree generation, and the coming of the Lord. So information, get prepared, okay? Stay engaged. Now, on the weather, we're going to be praying. I'm going to tell you right now, there's significant information, things happening in the Middle East as I'm speaking to you right now. So I will be keeping you informed on what's happening in Iran today, tonight, this weekend. I will be keeping you what's happening with the storm. I will be coming back to you really quite often. And also, I will be talking with you about this webinar, because once you start hearing the information, you're going to want some answers, okay? So I recommend as you're following, if you follow it in order, I can do, but it's okay. You don't have to. You can jump around, and I'll go live, and you can start asking questions in the chat room, and we'll try our best to help you. This is important. This might be one of the most important webinars ever, if not ever. I don't know what else to say, because of the time we're in. I'll be back, guys. I'm going to let you go. Have you got your ticket yet? Have you ordered your ticket yet? Get it done now, and do it now. And if the phone's busy, wait 5 minutes, call again. Okay, get it done, and you'll be ready for this information of the final days. God bless all of you.